Fishing for the Water episode. We here have a Barracuda that is 20 inches my wife caught in Dean Darling National Wildlife. And this video we're gonna be doing a cooking video of this. Unfortunately we didn't get video of us catching this Barracuda, unfortunately, because I was trying to target some tarpons, so I wasn't recording my wife catching this Barracuda, but definitely going to be something we're going to look forward to trying and letting you all know what we think about this fish and the flavor of the fish, because neither one of us have had Barracuda, and this one is just the perfect size, hopefully, from what I've been told, to eat. So I'm going to get into filleting this fish, and then we're going to show you all. My wife's going to be cooking this fish for us, so we're going to see how my wife is going to come up with a recipe for cooking this fish. So hopefully y'all will enjoy this episode. If you do, feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel. It helps support the channel out. And you can check out our website at fishingforthewater.com. And we hope you enjoy the video. Thanks for watching. Alright, so I gotta be honest with y'all, okay, because I haven't ever filleted a Barracuda, but I'm gonna go on a limb here and assume that I'll just try to fillet this thing like I do a mullet. And yep, and I don't even know what knife this is because I done forgot. I've had it for so long. I guess it just says titanium on it. So ironically, you can't make this up. Cuda is the name of this. I guess it's called Cuda, and I'm gonna fillet a Barracuda, so maybe it's the perfect knife. I don't know how long the blade is because, you know, I had this thing and I really don't use it too much, but we're gonna see how well I can hopefully not hack up a Barracuda, because one thing I hate the most is trying to fillet fish this small and all that good stuff. We're gonna leave his scales on and try to cut that behind the gill plate, and I don't really have too good of a working spot to cut at, but I'm actually doing that whack over here on cutting him. So anyway, so hopefully one of these days I'm gonna get me a filleter table, and I'll be able to go out back yonders and all that good stuff. And the meat on this thing already looks kind of nice on this fish already, so it's kind of cool seeing this meat. I'm gonna try to run this thing down his spine back here. Been a while. Hopefully I'm on the screen here of a fish that I'm filleting, because you know it's hard to set up a tripod or something here that I was going to be able to get this video recording on me filleting a Barracuda for the first time ever, and then eating a Barracuda and slinging Barracuda fillets on the counter. So looks kind of good. I might have meat looks kind of nice in this fish, actually. I'm gonna probably go out the back here on this fish. Might have got left a little bit on the bone here, but then again, it's like a tough one to work with since I don't have much working room and it's got my finger a little bit. Wouldn't be filleting fish without a little extra flavor to the meat, so I'm not going to go too much deeper on that. I'm probably going to cut up a little bit over here because I don't think I'm going to need that much on there. Trust me, I don't have a clue what I'm doing at all. Not a clue. I'm just going to go with it today. So hopefully I don't do too bad on this fish, because you know I don't like to waste a lot of the meat and all that stuff, and I might have just left a little bit of something on there. Not too bad. I got a little bit of some goodies on that fillet right there. Y'all might know. See, that's pretty decent. Got down to the stomach on that. That's some nice looking meat on that fish. I got a little bit of meat probably still on there. I probably before I went towards the stomach lining a little bit in that area. You can see I got a little bit of meat still in there. Probably could have done a little better job on that, but hey man, one day maybe I'll be a good fish filleter and stuff like that. So again, we're gonna be trying this fish, and the one thing is I'm terrible with knives, man. I'm not gonna lie, I am the worst, and I try to get like as close to the spine as I can, because I don't like wasting meat and all that stuff on a small fish like this. And it's like I just do like sometimes real bad on one side of the fish. I can't make this up. So maybe some of you guys out there can give me some pointers on how to be a good filleting angler who doesn't botch fish like sometimes I do. I'm slinging fillets on my floor in the house, because you know there's buggies that are outside right now, and I didn't want to go outside and get bit by buggies in Florida, so I'll be cleaning later, because the wife who's sitting next to me is like looking like she's not happy that I'm doing stuff on the floor. It's taking me an hour. Glad y'all aren't starving while you're watching this video. So, but I'm ironically a little OCD on it and all that good stuff. Well, there we go. Alright, second filet mignon on there. It's not as good as the first one, but not too bad. I mean, you get some good eating out of that one there. Okay, so that's where I left meat-wise. Everybody's like, probably go for the belly on that or something like that, or neck. I don't really know. I'm not really gut coming out of that, so we're probably gonna just disregard that. I'll be back in just a second, so stay tuned. Alright, so it's always an interesting thing to be able to see the fish's diet. So, for many of y'all who may be squeamish and all that stuff, and I just want to warn you now that you might want to like skip ahead of the video a while, you know, or if you have kids and stuff like that, you know, this might be some people a little barbaric and extreme, but it's basically a way to help us understand the fish's diet. So when you're wanting to target this species of fish, to give you an understanding, it helps you know what they're feeding on, so that when you want to try to catch this fish, you know you know what they like to eat. So this is one of the ways you learn about what a fish eats, so that you know what to try to use to try to catch this fish. So we're going to cut the stomach open on this fish to see what it's been eating on up until the point we caught it. So I want to give you all the opportunity again, if you don't want to see this, if you have your kids, leave the room, because this is not like one of those pretty things to be barbaric and stuff. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and cut this fish open here and see if we can see what kind of goodies, if my butter knife over here will let me open the stomach up. So let's see what we got in here. Always fun to see what we got in here. Looks like there's a crab in there. No, it's a fish. This looks like this is a mullet. It looks like he was eating a finger mullet. That right there is pretty gross. Yeah, 100%. It looks like 100% looks like a finger mullet. So he ate one of those at some point, and his meal. Looks like the rest of the finger mullet is in there too. Looks like he got pretty much a whole finger mullet that he ate, because this is another part of a finger mullet that he was digesting, which is interesting. I'm not sure whether somebody was fishing with this one or whether he was alive or not when this fish caught it. Is there anything else in it? Yeah, looks like there's another head in here. It looks like maybe a threadfin or a greenback. Yeah, this is definitely a greenback that he was eating. So they will eat greenbacks, which was my wife's greenback that she caught, maybe, but he still has his eyes, which, no, looks like she might have hooked him from the stomach, maybe, because there's a, I'm not really sure, but anyways, it looks like pretty much all he ate before we caught him, that was all in his stomach, other than some sand that's inside of his intestines. So that's interesting that he got a finger mullet, and this his last meal, unfortunately, was a threadfin. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and finish filleting those fillets right there, and then we're gonna cook them up. So stay tuned. Hope y'all enjoyed the little educational video there on the Barracuda's diet. So we'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. So I have to caution a lot of y'all that may be new to Florida. Okay, my wife was nice enough to bring this to my attention. That if you are ever out fishing for Barracuda, hopefully whoever takes you out fishing for Barracuda knows about this. But if you decide you're going to target a Barracuda, you might want to be cautious that during the months of May, June, July, or August, these fish, if they're maybe over 20 inches, you should caution keeping this fish, because it could be toxic that can make you sick. As far as it maybe making you go to the hospital, it's a possibility, but maybe taking your life, not likely. But caution keeping those fish if they're not in a month that contains an R in them. So apparently that's what it says. So I just wanted to put that out there. New to me, didn't know about that, but my wife looked it up. And really not that often, I should say, that I catch Barracuda. Wife, I don't know how she ended up doing it, but I've only caught one Barracuda, and I didn't keep it. And a lot of people ask me, why didn't you keep it? And I said, well, I don't want to really eat him. So, and they said, well, it's a good fish to eat. So, and I threw him back. So I was like, well, it's too late now. I already threw him back. So can't really go in the water and get him. So anyway, though, just a heads up if you're out there and you're wanting to try this fish, because you hear what we think about it, and you know, don't get discouraged based on what we think about this fish and how it tastes either, because you sometimes have to not let what people say keep you from trying a fish just because they say, oh, I don't like the flavor of it, it was too mild, it was whatever it may be. Always try to be willing to try the fish and find out yourself. Don't let somebody else tell you or deter you. And I just totally went crazy on this fish over here and cut him to low. I went down there to the skin level, so I'm gonna go up a little bit higher. Oh well. Not too bad, doesn't have too crazy of a bloodline, and it's got a bloodline, but it's a very light colored bloodline on that. Not too bad. I mean, I probably could have done a little bit better on that fillet. We're just gonna put that over in a bag, and then put this nice pretty piece of fillet right there. Not super big. I'll go back into it later and check for pin bones and all that stuff, but it's a nice, the bloodline is not super red. It's like a nice coloration on that. The other side right there. And I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing with the same one, and I'll be right back after having both filleted. Alright, so right here we have 2 Barracuda fillets. I didn't botch them up too bad. Normally, I expected that I was going to do worse, but the fillets kind of came out pretty decent, and they're pretty nice. I mean, I think this one was probably by far the best fillet on the fish. I mean, it's got nice thickness. This one I might have done a little bad on it, but hey, you know, it's not too bad. I still got to get the pin bones out of it, and we're going to do a part 2 of this video of cooking it, because it's already a long video anyway. So check out the video of us, or my wife cooking it. She's got to come up with a recipe on how she's going to cook this fish. And by the way, hey, if y'all have some suggestions on how you think, if we get another one of these Barracudas on, how we should cook it, man, tell you what, we would love to hear your suggestions down there in the comments on how you think this fish would come out better if we do it the way you think. And you know what, we might end up using your suggestion in a upcoming video next time we catch one of these fish. But until then, we'll see y'all in the next video, which hopefully will be us actually cooking this fish up and sampling it. And in the meantime, hope y'all enjoyed this here video, And we welcome y'all to join the channel and subscribe and help us out grow our channel. And thank you all for watching the YouTube video, and we'll see y'all in the next video.